Hey guys, my name is Akayla Edwards. Welcome back to my channel. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media. My Facebook and Instagram are linked below, so check those out. I'm very excited about today's video. I'm going to be talking about how to feed your child with the G-tube and how to work the pump and some tips and tricks I learned. So let's jump into it. Here's an example of a pump that we've been using, and then there are different sized bags depending on which supply company you use and how much food your child needs. So this bag holds 500 mils. We've also been through other bags that only hold about 100 mils. Depending on what your doctor wants your child eating and how often and how much will determine what supplies you need. Our supplier provided this cool stand thing. It goes all the way down to the floor, and then you can put the pump right on here, which I'll show you how to do. But then you can put the bag right there and you can slide this around. It's got wheels, so you can bring it around the house. A cool trick that I learned when I had to bring Levi out of the house, especially when he was in his car seat and I couldn't just bring the stand around with me everywhere, I would use these cool rings. They're just baby toys, but when Levi had to be hooked up to the pump in the car, I would just stick one ring on the car seat handle and then hang the bag from another hook so that it dangles right above his head. So you can see on the pole right here, you screw that part onto the back of the pump. Then it's secure and you know it won't drop. You can also move this up and down if you want it higher or lower. And then with your bag of milk, you can put this little hole right on the hook. And then what you do to connect this part to the pump, you'll open this lid and then this goes right on here. You'll have to stretch it a little bit and then it fits perfectly right there. And make sure the door is completely closed or it won't run. So when you have your milk ready and your bag, all you have to do is screw it open and then make sure that the milk doesn't come out. So put some air in there. Go ahead and pour the milk inside the bag. And then what I always did was put the bottle right here between my knees. Close your bag nice and tight so that the milk doesn't come out. Once you've got the milk in your bag, you want to prime it, which means you put the milk all throughout the tube. Otherwise, the pump won't work. You can do that by pressing the prime button on your pump. That usually takes a while, so I learned a trick to make it go faster. Go ahead and put this end right inside the bottle. There's a little teardrop on this part. What you'll want to do is squeeze that part right where the teardrop is, and that will allow the milk to go through the bag. So while you're pinching the drop, push the milk out of the bag. As you can see, it slowly going through there, and then it gets all the air out. And then you don't get milk anywhere because it gets right inside the bottle. To attach the extension to the G-tube, open it, align it correctly, hold the G-tube in place, push the extension inside, then turn it to the right to lock it in place. To work the pump, all you got to do is press the on and off button. You just hold it down. You can see I have it at 360 mils per hour. You want to change the settings to the amount of milk that your child is getting. We would always have the pump go for a half an hour. So the amount of milk that I have in my bag is 4 ounces, which is 120 mils. For the pump to go for a half an hour, you'll double that amount. 120 mils equals 240 mils per hour. That will depend on what your GI doctor and your pediatrician wants your child to be eating and how often. So you'll change those numbers by pushing the rate and dose and the volume buttons. So to change my numbers from 360 to 240, which is what I want for 4 ounces, all I have to do is push the minus button and watch until it gets all the way to 240. To attach bag of milk to start the feed, open the extension, twist on cord, and unclamp. And then once you have the rate and dose set on your pump, all you have to do is push run. To apply medicine while pump is still running, pause it, clamp the extension, take the syringe with the medicine, open medicine side of extension, then twist on syringe. Unclamp and slowly push in medicine. When done, clamp it again, twist off the syringe, close the extension, unclamp, and you can push run again on the pump to finish feeding. And then when you're done with the pump, just hold down the off button. After every use of the G-tube, remember to flush the extension, meaning wash any excess fluid out of it so it doesn't get clogged. Use at least 5 mils of water. Use the same steps as when applying medicine to do so. Then when you're done with the extension, gently pull off the tape, twist extension to the left to realign, and while holding down the tube, pull it out, then close the G-tube. When Levi was too little to be able to pull at the extension, I would just leave it on since it was easier than reattaching every single time. I have always kept him in onesies or rompers to avoid having the G-tube pop out. You can just leave the extension inside the clothes or have it hanging out in between snap openings at the bottom or top. Same with pajamas. Snaps are a lot easier when you have to deal with a G-tube or other cords. You can just leave it hanging out at the bottom. I hope this video was helpful. If I missed anything or if you have any other questions, please let me know and put them in the comments. Remember to subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video.